Okay, so, hold on, let me just get this in here. Okay, so you might want to tell me what the heck is going on? What, oh, shoot. Shoot. Hold on a minute, because I have to go do something ultra important. I just realized that I did not take my vitamins. I have to take them, and I think I have to... No, I took my antibiotic when I was on with you guys before. Hold on, I have to take my vitamins really fast because this is not good. Where did I put it? Okay. 1 second. One, two. Three. I ordered my bee just now. Okay. Sorry about that, but I've got you standing. We're going to stay healthy. Okay. trying to come in here, and I'm going to talk to you about if I dreamt something or if something is really going on. So, hold on one second. Let me just fix this chat. I heard something crazy, but then I didn't hear, after I heard two people mention it, and I saw a little bit about it in a Facebook group, take it for what you will, I didn't hear anything more about it. And so I'm just wondering, you need to email me something? Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, so I'm just wondering. Hi, GB. Hi, Sonia. Nana T. Gail B. Danielle C. Pipple, Mimi, Josepha, Sweet Pea, Nana, Patty, Regina, Lindy, Ruby Ann, Tammy McD, Nanette. Nanette, I was just joking with you. I hope you know that before. Boo of Two, Friday. La 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 la. Aurora Rodriguez. Okay, if I missed you guys, I'm sorry. But I saw something crazy, something about, but then I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds like someone's trying to do a parody. Hi 61 and hi LMNW. Did you guys hear anything about posts about a drug cartel and money that Don Wells said that he borrowed $50,000 and he paid back, I think, $30,000, and he owes $20,000, or vice versa, paid back $20 and owes $30? Or am I totally dreaming this? Okay, could someone weigh in on that? Hi, Sandra. Hugs and hellos. No, Nana Patty says. No, LMN says. Okay, now I'm getting scared. I'm getting really, really scared. Thank you, Doris Cabins. Okay, Doris Cabins, if you weren't here, they would have made me think I lost my mind. That's the info going down right now. But where, okay. It's not a dream, Doris Cabin? Doris Cabin, where is it though? Because it's not on his page. It's not on his page that I saw. Hi, Pixie Dust. That's a little bit odd, huh? I mean, he did say in an interview he was, I would suppose, involved with drug cartels when he was bringing drugs out of his own mouth, right? Back in the day. But what's going on? No, I don't want to talk about a channel. I want to talk about the posts. I want to talk about, did they come from Don? That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about a conspiracy. I want to know if anybody has seen posts from Don. That's what I'm trying to find out. Paid 30, owes 20. So, what, okay. All I want to know is if anybody has seen posts that Don wrote. I don't care about someone saying they talked to him or anything like that. I just want to know if someone has seen Don himself write this post. Were they written by Don, Christine? Were they written by Don? Tammy's saying no, 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 no. It's a recording of his voice saying it. I clearly heard someone say screenshots, that there are texts, that unless that's a dream too. Allegedly. Okay, so this is probably just a what is this? I'm imagining it's just a pipe dream or something to try to explain something. There's no truth in it at all, right? Because if there was truth in it, wouldn't that have come out right away? I think it's a lot of, me personally, I think it's a lot of BS. You heard they have a recording? Bunch of horse shite? That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was BS too, and I was like, because I'm in one of those stupid groups, and I hardly ever go in there, but I went in there when I heard this, and I saw there was like pointing to, oh my gosh, so did I, LMN, and I made meatballs. I made meatballs after I came back from swimming. I took a shower. I made meatballs. Jimmy made the spaghetti. And we had meatballs and spaghetti. Okay, so all made up crap. I figured as much. I did. Okay, so I'm going to change the title of this to a bunch of shite. Hold on, I'm going to change that. Crazy Summer Wells updates. Hold on. Let's see. That we think are a bunch of, can I put a poop emoji here? Let me see. I think I can. I have the little emoji thing. But it's, for some reason. How about a bunch of BS? So I'm going to put that. So that nobody thinks we're clickbaiting them. I don't like that. All right, Crazy Summer Wells updates that we think are a bunch of BS. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think if that's the update and that's the way it came in, I think it's a total bunch of BS. Okay. But we don't need to mention other creators because we don't promote conspiracy channels. So please don't mention them because they'll just be removed. Okay. Oh, I don't know what's happening, I don't think we know. It could have happened. It could have happened, but well, don't you think it would have been out before now? Hi, Natasha. I think someone may have sent someone up to see if info would leak. What are my thoughts on the case? I've gone over that. I don't know, and I don't, I'm not, I mean, do I think she's alive? I don't know. I don't know what could have happened to her. I really don't. She may be alive somewhere. Best case scenario is that someone good took her. And by good, I mean someone who thought they were doing a good thing. I don't know. That could be the best case scenario. But there's a lot of weird things with that. Oh, that about a drug cartel. Allegedly he owed money to a drug cartel and he didn't pay it all back. He owed $20,000. So I guess I didn't hear this except for a non-conspiracy person said it. But when they were saying it, I really thought they were doing a parody. And then I looked in the Summer Wells group, and there was mention of it, but not enough mention that it would really be a serious thing. I don't know, it's just a weird thing, just without... Who knows? Hi, Humpty Dumpty's Broken Pieces. Haven't seen you in a really super long time. So, who has a 12 gauge? He's not supposed to have a gun, right? Not supposed to. Well, he can have a shotgun. He can't have a pistol, right? If you're a felon. Isn't that what it is? He can own a shotgun, just not a pistol, right? Is that how it works there? Hi, Davita. All the screenshots are public if anyone hasn't seen them all yet. Don said it in those posts. But they're not posts on his Facebook page. You just lurk, but you're listening every day? Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Uh-oh. What's Jessica doing? I really hope she's alive, that she's okay. The case is heartbreaking. Yes, it is, Jessica. A felon can't own a gun, Nana Patty, but can't they own a, what about a rifle? Can't they have a hunting rifle? Isn't it? I thought they could have a hunting rifle. Because in New York, we have to register for a handgun, pistol. Let me see. Let me look that up. I'm gonna look that up. Can a felon own a shotgun? Right. Okay, they cannot, hold on. What weapons can a convicted felon own? Convicted felons may possess daggers, dirks, or stilettos in his or her residence, but may not carry them in cars or in public. The other weapons cannot be owned. Additionally, in a separate charge, felons are not permitted to own body armor if their felonies were related to an act of violence. So, okay, let me see here. Well, here it says something else. Hold on. Felons finding it easy to regain gun rights. I keep forgetting my password to the New York Times. I'm not going to call my daughter again on that one. See, the only thing is I thought that they could own a rifle because some people hunt for food, and I thought they were allowed to have a rifle. That's interesting. No one who has been convicted in any court of a crime punishable by imprisonment of a term exceeding 1 year may own or possess a gun. The rule covers all felonies, but does not apply to state misdemeanors that carry less than a 2-year sentence. It also exempts several kinds of felonious white-collar crime, as well as felony convictions handed down in foreign countries. So it exempts several kinds of felonious white-collar crimes, as well as felony convictions handed down in foreign countries. And it says, lest you think Section 922 is too lenient, however, read on. It also bans guns for, among other, fugitives, illegal users of controlled substances, mental defectives, illegal aliens, dishonorably discharged soldiers, renounced citizens, subjects of certain court orders, and persons convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence. Violating these statutes can net you 10 years of imprisonment and or a $250,000 fine. Then it says Title 18 also provides procedures for seeking gun rights restoration. But don't hold your breath. As explained in Section 925, felons may petition the U.S. Attorney General's office, but the Attorney General has since delegated this responsibility to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, which has been forbidden by Congress since 1992 to fund the processing of such applications. As for persons convicted of a federal crime, they can always apply to the President for a pardon. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here about this. Let me just put something else in here. Watch. Okay. So it says, if you're a convicted felon, you cannot own a firearm in most parts of the United States. You cannot even use a gun, which means you cannot hunt with a gun. However, there are exceptions to this rule. In some states, your right to own a firearm is restored after you have served your sentence or a specific period of time has passed since the end of your sentence. For example, Louisiana permits convicted felons to reinstate their gun rights 10 years after their sentences end, provided that they are not convicted of additional felonies during that 10-year period. Additionally, convictions for certain white-collar crimes do not preclude you from owning or using a firearm. A hunting license is not the same as a firearms license. In many states, such as Arkansas, hunting license applicants are not subject to background checks. Many states also do not require specific permits to hunt with guns. A few states, such as Massachusetts and Rhode Island, do have laws that prohibit certain felons from hunting and or require would-be hunters to obtain separate permits for hunting and possessing firearms. The laws of the state where you live and the state where you plan to hunt determine your options for obtaining a firearm and a hunting license. In many states, it is possible for a convicted felon to have his gun rights restored through a governor's pardon or a restoration of rights under the state's clemency board. When you are prohibited from owning or possessing a firearm under state and federal laws, you must comply. When an individual without a conviction purchases a firearm for a convicted friend or relative to use, that individual is breaking the law and subject to prosecution, and this is known as a straw purchase. It's important to remember that in the United States, two sets of laws apply to most situations, federal law and state law. Though something might be permitted under federal law, it could be illegal under one or more state laws or local laws. For example, federal law does not consider a crossbow to be a firearm. Thus, a convicted felon may hunt with a crossbow without violating federal law. However, some states, such as New York, prohibit convicted felons from possessing and using crossbows. So it is illegal for a felon to hunt with a crossbow in those jurisdictions. So I have Alabama, Florida, let's see, Tennessee. I don't know. He did talk about hunting, though, with turkeys and stuff, didn't he? And maybe he can have a crossbow over there. Okay, so let's see. Don't quote me. That was one if it's fake. What happened? Who's ballsy? Deborah, you got my name good enough. Who's ballsy? What happened? The screenshots remind me the script that was discussed recently. Oh, golly, yeah. The one that I brought over? Yeah. It seems like a bunch of BS. Is DW a two-striker? Who is DW? Don Wells? A two-striker guy? What does that mean? You heard it last night. Summer Lake, clean clothes. Hunt alibi. Medium mom and grandma doing red car drop off. Unless they had the rights restored. I really doubt Don's having a gun there now. Police are there and they turn their house inside out. Yeah, right. And he made such an issue about the mother-in-law lying about the gun, right? 3 strikes, you're out in prison for life. 3 strikes, you're out in prison for life in some states. 3 strikes with what, Nana Patty? With the guns? It's the same creators that are doing it, Golly Golly? Probably. Once you learn a pattern like that, you keep repeating it, usually. Especially if it worked for you. Hi, Carol Plant. It was a convo in the context that he was trying to impress. Yeah, okay, that's what I mean. I think it's a bunch of crap. That's what I mean. I think it's a bunch of crap. Yeah, I really think it would have come up by now, okay? Especially because he had no problem admitting to Chris McDonough about doing that earlier in his life, right? Yeah, I think it's a bunch of crap. Hi, Julie Grayson. Tammy, where's the squirrel? Oh, she's going to bed. She's not going to show us the squirrel. You're not going to show us the squirrel? That's very mean. That's mean. That's mean that you won't show us the squirrel. If you're a convicted felon or domestic violence, so some states do, but the federal law does not allow it. I believe so, Deborah. Yes, I believe so. So show it to us. Come on, show it to us. You said you would show it to us. All right. I'm getting it. Thanks, Golly Golly. Okay, let me see here. Hold on, Tammy. I'm trying to get this in to Slack. Okay, it's in there now. I don't know what I did with my Zoom. Oh, there it is. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And where are we? Here we are. Okay. Oh, that was fast. I don't see the squirrel.
Well, hold on.
Okay. Now, explain how this squirrel got into your possession.
Fell out of a 50-foot tree onto my car.
And it didn't die?
No. There's no broken bones. But his eyes aren't open. So I put him back underneath the tree and kind of sat around because there's crows. And the mom never came back. And I wasn't going to leave it out there overnight.
So what? Okay. Is he on a little? Do you have a heating pad under him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and how much is he eating every 2 hours?
Yeah, but not very much. But I don't got the right dropper. Everything was closed. So right now, I've got a little glass, like,
Dropper?
yeah,
Yeah, go to this. Do you have Tractor Supply by you?
I do, but they're not open until in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Go there and get the CC syringes, and then I don't know if they have a miracle nipple there, but they might have ask them if they have a miracle nipple. Otherwise, order it.
Are you saying hi to Mommy?
Hi.
Saying hi.
He was all by himself?
Yeah. Landed right on my car, slid off my car, and started going right to the road. And I'm like, oh no.
He could crawl to the road?
Well, not very fast, but he was heading there. Yeah. He can't see. So I'm thinking if I can just feed him until I can get his eyes open, then maybe he'll be okay. And I can put him back out there, but I don't know.
What about the? How did you just happen to be right by your car when it happened?
Yeah, I was waxing my car.
Oh wow! Fell in our car, Deborah.
He's an active little guy, though.
Is he a gray squirrel?
He's like a regular gray tree squirrel. When they get bigger, they end up more like a brownish gray here. But they get really big. They're not like
A little squirrel.
Yeah.
I've seen people have them as pets. Jimmy's brother had one as a pet.
Oh, I don't want a pet.
I don't know what the deal was, but I was, that was way, way before we were married. I just seen pictures. Yeah, I mean, you can call it a wildlife rescue. We have them too.
He's not hungry right now.
And yeah, you might have to stimulate him to go to the bathroom. Has he been going to the bathroom?
That I gotta stroke him, and I've never stroked a squirrel, so
Yeah.
I really don't
They
know
say
what
a warm, well, I know with the flying squirrel was a warm cloth.
I actually got a stroke through private.
I think you just put a warm cloth like on it, kind of.
Okay,
Not hot, just warm.
I can do that.
Otherwise, he's going to get all impacted.
Yeah, I just couldn't leave him out there for the crows to get him. And I can't get up in the tree far enough to get him back up to the nest.
They don't make what anymore, Nanette? Thinking kids would eat them. Let me see. I don't know. I'm trying to see what. Salmon and that. Chocolate covered. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Chocolate covered what, Nanette? Can't see. You're mostly hated, Natasha. We don't hate you. I would say so much more and not be able to. I would say so much more and not be able to interview.
Was everybody happy they got to actually see it?
I still want to see the chocolate. Does Tammy have a needle syringe? A needle syringe?
No. Why would I have a needle?
No, well, maybe you were diabetic or something. I don't know. But no, she needs a like a feeding one that you can get them at the Tractor Supply, but you can also get them from Henry's, and they have these miracle nipples, and that was like the best thing we ever got was the miracle nipple because it goes on the end of the syringe. Because you can't, well, I don't know about those squirrels. You cannot feed the little flying squirrels with the baby bottle. It's not good because they can aspirate.
That's why with this little dropper, I just kind of let him get it out himself. And so far he's doing pretty good. It's just, he's not eating a lot.
Yeah, I think the person that gave us our flying squirrel, she had like this they look like pipettes, but then it was easier to get the syringe and then there was no air in it whatsoever, and then it had a little nipple. A little miracle nipple. And then the special squirrel formula at Henry's. I would say so much. Okay. Nanette, I want to know what Nanette wants chocolate covered. Tell me, Nanette, please. If someone's a diabetic, you can take the needle off of the end and you can use it to measure.
I'm just going to hold off until the morning, either first thing in the morning to get exactly what I need.
My wildlife is my pet. Okay.
Like a small cage.
People have to grass grief.
I can't even see.
Yes, Nana T digestives. I had to have them because I had my vitamins. But, oh, Nanette, no. They can't. Nanette, these. Nanette, they have them right in Walmart. Didn't I buy you a package of them? When we got together, didn't I give you a package? Mimi said not chocolate covered because kids might eat them. Mimi, these are cookies. They call them digestives in the UK, but they're not like a digestive aid. They're a cookie or what they call a biscuit. Kids do eat these. Kids love these. You can get them in Walmart. You can get them in ShopRite. You can get them in Christmas tree shops. Walmart. That's where I got them when I met you. I think it's the Walmart you don't like to go to for some reason. Kids don't like. They don't want kids to eat them. I know it's a crazy name, but it's not a digestive aid. I know. You look at it and you're like, ugh, must taste horrible. Tastes terrible, sir. But it doesn't. Yeah, these are happiness. These are the chocolate ones. That's the only ones I buy are the chocolate ones. Now, see, I shouldn't tell you people this because now they're not gonna. I won't. Every time I tell you about something, you buy it all up, and I never see it again. You did that to the dog toys. You did it to the chocolate bars. What else did you do it to? Something else. There's always a run on them. Yes, Amazon has them, but I think I don't know, you got to check it out. Sometimes you pay a heck of a lot more on Amazon. No, 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 no. It's just a cookie. People eat them, yeah. Christmas tree shop doesn't have them anymore. I'll go to the Walmart I don't like to go to. Yes, I'm sure you'll find them there. The Walmarts have them, surprisingly. They do. Even more so than ShopRite does. I think you may even be able to find them in Target. We can never have nice things, I know. Because everybody has to ruin it for everybody else. They can't just take a few boxes. They have to clear the shelves off. $50p a packet here. What is? Yeah, they're really good. But kids love them. My kids love them. Mimi's like, because they don't want kids to eat them. Just think of it as a cookie. I know it's a silly name. They're great with the milk chocolate, yes. Yeah, see? And that's how it happens. Ever since I told you about the dog toys, nobody can find them anymore. No one. A turkey baster? They're asking you about using a turkey baster.
I think the end on that's too big. I mean, this little dropper's working for right now, but in the morning I've definitely got to go and get the supplies.
You're going to tell your family they are on meds. Oh my gosh.
Who said that, Mimi?
No, Nora. So they don't buy them? So that on a kid's, I'm the reason we can't have nice things. I asked if it came in a men's large. The clerk spilled her coffee out. Remember the dollar store that Ty, Carolyn, everyone cleared your item out. Forget what it was, but was here. Yes, it happens all the time, happinesses. I mentioned something and people can't just get one or two. They have to clear the shelves off. You're finally going for your colonoscopy? Yay, when? You know what? It's almost a year Mine, we're going to be celebrating the anniversary of my first colonoscopy on September 29th, people. When is your colonoscopy, Nanette? And this is your first colonoscopy, right? When is it? Piece of cake, Nanette, I'm telling you. Piece of cake. I have to go next year. No, the year after. Next year will be 2 years, 3 years. Yes, you do, Natasha, because colon cancer is very prevalent and it's very preventable. Did I call you Natasha? I meant Nanette. I'm sorry. Did I say Natasha? Oh, really, Rubianne? That's your birthday? September 29th. Happy colonoscopy anniversary. You're 2 years late? Oh, you better go. You better go. We were encouraging. Everybody had to go in, and Net was this big holdout. When are you going? When are you going? I missed it. When is she going? When are you going, Nanette? Oh, I'm sorry, Happinesses. Then you better really go get your check then. Robert Bob, get that colonoscopy scheduled, yes. We'll have to do the whole colonoscopy bothering thing that we did last year. Sharon went. We all went around the same time. Sharon went, I went. Oh my gosh, Scooter went earlier. Sharon and I went almost like within days of each other. I think Sharon went right after me. I just don't know why the doctor just doesn't keep asking why I haven't had one. Really? Oh, here they ask like crazy, Robbity Bob. She was in rural. Where are you, Happiness? Where is our, oh my gosh, what was her name? She was really nice. She came on camera. She lived in Wisconsin. Her parents lived in California. She went back and forth. I think her son had an issue one night. Suki. Where is Suki? Nanette, where are you? You'll book it tomorrow? Okay, we're gonna check on you. Don't worry about it. You'll be out, Natasha. You'll go out. They give you a nice little sleep. Get your colon. Can I say? Kathy Wampus says, get your colonoscopy. They're finding that a lot of millennials are getting it, so I think they're trying to say that it should be done earlier than what it is, especially if there's a history. You're going on Columbus Day. Okay. That's your colonoscopy. No, that's your colonoscopy. Is your first one? Suki got a boyfriend? How do you know? How do you know that, Kevin Leonard? Where's Sarah Nash? Kevin Leonard knows that Suki got a boyfriend. How does he know You might go to level 3 tomorrow if no cases, so takeout will be allowed. Hi, Tracy Harrison. Kevin knows everything, I guess so. This is your first one, Nanette. Okay. Let's see what's going on in headlines. I guess Scooter fell asleep. A masked intruder stabs a woman 19 times, kills her husband who was trying to protect her and is still on the loose. Oh crap, where is he? Oregon. Who's in Oregon?
Larky.
Larky is in Oregon? I thought she was in one of the Dakotas.
No, she's in Oregon.
She's in these people look so familiar to me. Okay, so a young man in rural Oregon was killed and his wife is hospitalized after an intruder burst into their home and violently attacked them. A masked man broke into the Marion County home of Jamelyn Rebecca, looks like Juetten, and Travis Juetten in the early morning hours of August 13th. Well, it's nice that they're telling us now. The suspect reportedly entered the couple's bedroom and stabbed Jamelyn 19 times. At some point, her husband Travis is believed to have confronted the attacker, but he was fatally stabbed to death. A friend of the couple told the media that Travis and Jamelyn were planning to leave for a Hawaiian vacation the next day, and someone who was cat-sitting for the couple had arrived. But by that point, it was sleeping in another room. The person is believed to have startled the suspect into fleeing. Police have confirmed the fatal attack, but most of the details of the incident were provided by the couple's friend, Elaine Leon. He saved her life, she said of Travis. He protected her from the attacker. Jamelyn's in the hospital. She was stabbed 19 times, and her hand was, well, she's really into pottery, and I'm worried about her ability to do that. One of her hands, the muscle was severed, oh boy, so she can't do this with her fingers, and they're hoping they're going to be able to reconnect it. Police have not yet commented on a possible motive for the attack. Well, great. No description of the guy or anything. That's really crazy reporting. Oh, remember the child star that was missing? Apparently he died from, let me see, he had severe anxiety, his mother said. From our idiot brother. The mother of Matthew Mindler, former child star, said her son suffered from severe anxiety, but she thought he was on the right track after starting college. Matthew Mindler was 19, and he disappeared from Millersville University in Millersville, Pennsylvania on Tuesday, and he was last seen at 8:11 p.m. walking from the West Village's residence hall to the Centennial Drive parking lot. He never returned back to his room, and Mindler never returned phone calls to family and friends. When he failed to show up for classes, his mother, Monica Mindler, went to the campus, filed a police report. His body was discovered August 27th, close to campus. Officials ruled his death a suicide. We appreciate the support, concern, and outpouring of prayers for Millersville University, the students, and the community, said his mother. She told the outlet that her son started college on August 19th, and on the surface it appeared everything was okay. He kept in contact with her for the first several days and seemed busy with new friends and an upcoming IT job interview. A few nights before he disappeared, Monica said she asked her son to come home for the weekend and relax for a few days. The next day, she tried contacting him and couldn't reach him. She learned of his death the following day. My heart is crushed and my mind cannot yet fathom this reality. He leaves behind 2 brothers, Derek and Daniel, his parents, maternal grandmother and paternal grandparents, and numerous other family members. That's sad. He's also survived by the dogs he loved, River, Rylan, and Mocha. South Florida serial killer. He died in a plane crash. Let's see this. He stuffed his... What? South Florida officials announced on Tuesday that a man who died in a plane crash 16 years ago has been identified as a serial killer, Robert Wagner Fernandez. And he reigned terror in that Florida state during the early 2000s, according to Broward County Sheriff Gregory Tony. Fernandez killed 3 women in Broward County. From June of 2000 to August 2001, it took nearly 16 years, but investigators who were determined to find out matched his DNA to the victims after they exhumed his body in Brazil. That's where Alicia Bisa lives. The suspect, Roberto Fernandez, was indeed responsible for the brutal murder of all 3 women. Fernandez's first victim, Kimberly Dietz Levesey, was beaten to death and stuffed into a suitcase in 2000. His second victim, Sia Damas, was killed and stuffed into a duffel bag. And then in 2001, Fernando killed Jessica Good, who was found lifeless in the Biscayne Bay. Following Good's death, Fernando landed on investigators' radar. In August of 2001, he fled Miami and returned to his homeland in Brazil. The case remained cold for decades until DNA from a Miami homicide matched to the Broward County murders in 2011. The information led Florida authorities to Brazil in an attempt to obtain Fernando's DNA. Upon arrival, however, they learned that Fernando had passed away in a 2005 plane crash. We were both fortunate that both our government here and partnership we had in Brazil afforded these men and women an opportunity to further investigate and get to a point where they exhumed the body to connect DNA evidence. Police added that there are likely additional victims, so the investigation is continuing. They're solving a lot of cold cases. Daughter of the author Lois Duncan. What is this? Is this old? Okay, South Florida serial killer. We got that. Chad Daybell's kids. Forgot to watch that on 48 Hours. I'll have to watch that again on demand. Chad Daybell's adult children revealed what they believe is their mother, Tammy's, cause of death. Authorities have not yet released the result of Tammy's autopsy, which was performed after investigators exhumed her body. In December of 2019, the autopsy remained pending for over a year after it was completed, and Chad Daybell was charged with first-degree murder in his wife's death. They told me that she had been asphyxiated, but we never saw an autopsy, said Garth Daybell, Chad's son, in an interview for 48 Hours segment. Oh, and it's set to air tomorrow. We didn't miss it. Good. Asphyxiation doesn't necessarily mean smothered, added Mark Daybell. According to my understanding, it just means the breath was interrupted, and in the end, she wasn't able to breathe. And according to that, there's more facts that we need. We don't say, oh, well, bye, Chad. No, there's still love. There's still connection. Hold on. Death by asphyxiation occurs when a victim's oxygen supply is cut off. In criminal cases, this is often the result of strangulation or suffocation, but there's numerous ways to die by asphyxiation. The children said in the interview that it was their decision, not their father's, to decline an autopsy following Tammy's sudden death at the age of 48. They also said their mother was in failing health, which has not been previously stated and appears to conflict with earlier reports that Tammy had no known medical conditions. The narrative is that he was going, no autopsy, but he was standing there in complete shock, traumatized, letting us make the decision, said Chad's daughter Emma Murray in the interview. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. What the heck was that? Okay, something fell over there. That was scary. Okay. It's okay. We need Lisa D. Where was I? Daybell pleaded not guilty to multiple charges. Oh, if he was trying to hide something, I wouldn't leave something like that up to my kids if I was trying to hide something. Chad has pleaded not guilty to murder charges in the death of his former wife and his stepchildren, 16-year-old Tylee, 7-year-old JJ. His current wife, Lori Vallow, let's see, as previously reported, Daybell's children say they believe he had nothing to do with the children's murder and that he was framed. We presume innocence. Seeing something behind me. We presume innocence in this country. Just because things look funny, we don't send people to jail, Murray told 48 Hours. Okay. Now you guys can watch if somebody's behind me. All right. Instagram model Mercedes Moore strangled in home by stalker. Yikes. What's this about? An Instagram model with more than 2 million followers was reportedly found dead in her Texas. Isn't that weird? Alexis Shorkey was an Instagram influencer.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them.
Okay.
Unplug both of them, then plug the router back.
Yeah, okay. See you later.
30 seconds. Once the router
Okay, Alexa, that's enough.
to the internet, plug in the Echo device.
Okay, so that's weird because Alexis Shorkey was an Instagram influencer as well. So she was found dead, and they're both from Texas, in her Texas home on Sunday in a suspected murder-suicide. Oh, except he killed himself. Fort Bend County Medical Examiner said Mercedes Moore, whose real name was Janae Gagnier, 33 years old, was strangled, and she suffered a traumatic concussion. A man who was also found dead in the victim's home, Kevin Accorto, 34, reportedly had multiple sharp force trauma. Gagnier's death was ruled a homicide, while Accorto's was deemed a suicide. At this point in the investigation, it's not believed that there was a relationship between the suspect and the victim. Richmond Police spokesperson Lieutenant Lowell Ninest said in a statement, police were called to Gagnier's Richmond apartment on Sunday to perform a wellness check. Responding officers were met by Gagnier's father, who entered. What the hell is going on? Is that Rocky? How you doing, Rocky? Gagnier's home. Meanwhile, the slain woman's sister claimed that Gagnier's killer had been stalking her for some time. She wasn't robbed. It was just a stalker from out of state who's been stalking her, she wrote in her Instagram post. Hold on. I don't know whether it's this story or what, but hold on. I'm going to just shut this door behind me that's open. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's see. Reports indicated that Accordo was from Florida, and it's unclear how long he stalked Gagnier. Gagnier ran an OnlyFans account in addition to her Instagram that had 2.6 million followers. Okay, so the police are investigating. This is a murder-suicide, and they're in the process of confirming a motive in this case. Wow, sad, but I wonder if the OnlyFans had more to do with the guy getting crazy with her. This guy has a blue turtle suit. We've not seen the blue before. A Maine man accused of killing his mother and her boyfriend pleaded not guilty Monday during a Zoom hearing with York County Superior Court in Alfred. Matthew Coate, 21, facing 2 counts of murder and 1 count of arson, was arrested in June after police found the bodies of Cheryl Coate, 47, and Daniel Perkins, 46, inside a home off of Hardscrabble Road. The house had been intentionally set on fire. Coate, who lived with his mother, pled not guilty. According to the Press Herald, he'll be transferred from the Cumberland County Jail to Portland to the Riverview Psychiatric Center in Augusta for a psychiatric evaluation. An affidavit indicates that the victims likely did not die because of the fire. Both victims had apparent gunshot wounds, police said. According to Detective Laura Edstrom with the Maine State Police, a neighbor said there were gunshots coming from the house between 1 and 2 a.m. on June 17th. Police later found rifle shell casings inside the home along with a red gasoline can. Reports that a retired firefighter happened to drive by the home a little after 5 a.m. on June 17th and spotted the fire and called 911, and he attempted unsuccessfully to get into the home. Authorities pulled Coate over during a traffic stop in Leamington, where he subsequently was detained after his interview with investigators. He was reportedly driving his mother's Chevrolet Trailblazer when an officer stopped him. Once I snapped, I couldn't stop, he previously told police. Family members told police. What is his first name? Is Matthew, that's what I thought it was. Okay, family members told police that Matthew has dealt with several mental health issues. Wow.
Be on the suicide watch.
Oh my gosh. A monument. Oh my gosh. Girl playing with sister dies after a 300-pound stone monument falls on her. That's horrible. That something like that happened up here with 2 siblings, and oh my gosh, it was like a stone wall that fell, and oh my gosh, that's horrible. A 5-year-old Georgia girl reportedly died on Monday after being crushed by a large monument while she played with her older sister. Bella Bennett was with her 8-year-old sister at the Lee Street Resource Center in Blackshear on Sunday when the older girl jumped off the stone monument, causing it to fall on Bennett. A witness told the news station that the little girl's father was able to pick up the monument that he and the little girl's father were able to pick up the monument as it pinned Bennett's head and shoulders. Oh my gosh. It took 3 men to rescue Bennett, who was unresponsive. The 5-year-old was rushed to the hospital and subsequently flown to a children's hospital in Jackson, Florida, and she succumbed to her injuries early Monday. Blackshire police said the two sisters lived with their grandmother about a block from the resource center. The 8-year-old screamed for help after Bennett became trapped under the stone slab. Bennett's uncle reportedly held her hand until, oh my gosh. The incident remains under investigation. That's horrible. Ugh. Two missing sisters are in grave danger. Oh, they've been found safe. That's good. That's good news. They were 11 and 10, missing from Texas, but they've been found safe. That's good news. Yeah, this is Jimmy told me about this. This is police were searching for a missing woman in Vermont. Have discovered a body investigators believe is 36-year-old Erica Seyfried, a New York City publishing executive who disappeared after taking a walk with her dog on Sunday morning. Something like this happened in, wasn't it, by Staten Island? And I thought it was the same thing. As the Brattleboro Reformer says, that Erica and her husband had been staying at an Airbnb in Gageville when Erica took their golden retriever puppy for a walk Sunday morning at about 11 a.m. and she was reported missing that night at 8 p.m. The Vermont State Police launched a search Monday on the Saxton River and surrounding area. Ultimately, divers found a body in the river not far from the concrete bridge on the covered bridge road. According to the report, police say the death appears to be accidental, and several people have drowned in the area over the last several years. The thing I find about this, if her husband and her are on vacation and staying in an Airbnb, and she went out at 11 a.m. to take her dog for a walk, why was she not reported missing until 8 p.m. that evening? I just find that a little strange. Like, then it could be nothing. It could be that they had a fight and he thought she went away. It could be, I don't know what else. Thought it was weird when Jimmy said that. So Erica, who lived in Brooklyn with her husband, was the vice president of digital strategy at Penguin Random House. Although authorities have not yet provided further details about the disappearance and death, anyone with information is urged to call the Vermont State Police at 802-722-4600. Yeah, wow. What do you think? You guys think that seems a little suspect? Like, what? I mean, if they were on vacation and everything was good, and it's freaking 11 o'clock, she goes out to walk the dog and doesn't come back. I don't know. I mean, like, what? Thank you for becoming a member, Pokaroo. Thank you. What do you think? It's the husband. You think it's sus, Lark? I think the timeline is kind of weird, right? I mean, if you're on vacation, wouldn't you be like, where is she? Even if you had a fight, let's say they had a spat, and she ran out angrily and said, I'm going to go walk the dog. Still then, after she's not returning and it's lunchtime, afternoon, dinner time, you're going to be like, where the freak is she? Something seems weird about that, doesn't it? Jimmy was like, no, they said a lot of people drown in that area. But how did she drown? Like, why would she be there? Where's the dog? Yeah, Kevin, but they're on vacation and she's gone, though. And it wouldn't be 24 hours, right? If it was 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's not 24 hours, it's just 9 hours, right? And where's the dog? Exactly. Let me see if I can find any more about it. I'm trying to find something. Okay, let's see. So, a Brooklyn woman, she lived in Brooklyn, went missing while vacationing in Vermont over the weekend. Police believe they recovered her body from a nearby river on Monday. Erica Seyfried, 36, had been staying with her husband at a vacation home in Westminster. And she was last seen Sunday at 11 a.m. before she left to walk their 7-month-old golden retriever. When she didn't return, she was reported to police as missing later Sunday night. State police divers on Monday found the body of a woman they believed to be Erica near the vacation home in the Saxtons River. Police believe her death is accidental. The dog remains missing. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the woman's cause of death and to confirm her identity. Erica was the vice president and director of digital strategy and consumer engagement at Penguin Random House. In a statement, the publishing company said it was devastated over the loss, saying that Erica established herself as a marketing leader through the innovative digital campaigns she developed for our books. Her reader-centric approach to consumers, her social media prowess, and her tireless nurturing of our authors earned her reverence throughout our company and our industry. With her forward-looking, inclusive approach to every team and project she led, Erica was the embodiment of what we all hope for in a colleague and friend. Our thoughts are with Erica's family, loved ones, and our colleagues who worked with and adored her. Shame. And they found that woman that dumped that backpack in Virginia, the one we looked at last night. But I want to find out some more about that. Okay, so we know the dog is still missing. How long were they married? I wonder. And how long had they been on vacation when this happened? You know, something sounds... Why would she have drowned in there? Did someone steal her dog? I mean, in Vermont, I don't know. That seems good. Hold on a minute. We'll look in 1 second more into that. Okay, so this woman, they were looking for the identity of her. They found her, but her name has not been released. She was spotted placing the backpack in the dumpster of Gabe's discount store. Oh, wow, Gabe's. I was wondering what store that was. I didn't know they had those down there. Okay, in the Chesterfield County An employee saw the young lady put something in the dumpster and thought it odd. The employee subsequently went out there, saw the book bag, saw that it had some blood on it. Police opened the backpack and found what was believed to be human remains. The remains were taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Several hours after releasing surveillance photos of the woman, police said they identified her, though they declined to release her name. The investigation is ongoing. We have no further additional information to release at this time. That's weird. Wow. In addition to wanting to talk to the woman about what was inside the backpack, authorities just want to make sure that she's okay and doesn't need any medical attention. That was before they found her. But I want to find out more about Erica. Let me look at something. Just want to see what this comments. We need Joe Gunther on this case pronto. Okay, so someone says here that both scenarios that everyone is coming up with are good ideas. 1, she jumped in the river to save her dog. 2, her husband used this story as a cover-up for him, drowning her in the river, and the dog got dragged downriver. Maybe he'll pop up sooner or later. Either one could have happened. I pray that the medical examiner and the police can answer the question, what really happened to her and her dog? One said, in my opinion, spouses are the first suspects. And where's the dog? She stopped using her Facebook right before she got married in 2013, so I'm wondering if he was a narcissist and abusive. The vacation up there, maybe he thought it was the perfect scenario. It's very suspicious, and it's kind of weird how she doesn't look happy even with the pup. Someone said, you are reaching. We don't even know this woman or her husband. To publicly suggest that he was an abusive narcissist is wrong. None of us know what's happened. It's being investigated as accidental. I couldn't imagine something happening to my husband and having to deal with complete strangers, slandering my character. Think about how your words will impact likely innocent people before you start throwing out your baseless imaginary theories. And then, let's see. Someone says, just because it's your opinion doesn't make it okay. Some things are better kept to yourself unless you have proof. Can you imagine the pain he is feeling if he's innocent? He lost his wife and he's got internet experts disparaging him, accusing him of something horrible. I don't understand why you think this is okay. And someone said, how did her husband not know what she was wearing before she went for a walk with her dog? Where's the dog? And then someone said, my husband wouldn't notice what I was wearing. A lot of people aren't that observant. And someone said, accidental. How did she get in the river? Someone said, who knows? Maybe she lost her balance and fell in. But But I didn't read that she fell into the river. Someone said, all I can think is 7-month-old dog saw water. So we walked downhill. It was raining and she was in flip-flops and she slipped and hit her head. Yeah, was it raining? We didn't know that it was raining and she was in flip-flops and the dog. Golden retrievers do love the water. Let's see what this says. During the search for Erica, members of the Vermont State Police scuba team located the body of a woman in the Saxtons River near the vacation home at 33 Gage Street in Westminster where she had been staying. Preliminary indications are that the victim is Erica and the death is accidental. The body will be transported to the chief medical examiner's office for an autopsy. The Vermont State Police were assisted by rescue and the Westminster Volunteer Fire Department. The investigation remains ongoing and anyone with information. Okay. Odd the dog wasn't mentioned. This is so very sad. Did they find her dog? Prayers for the family. Super sad. I wish she wasn't alone with a dog. Someone could have saved her maybe if it was an accident. Sorry for the family's loss. So she's been married a long time to him. What, 8 years? Let's see what the autopsy says. No, Pokeroo, there was no update on that family. It wasn't toxic mold and it wasn't gas, and we have to wait for the toxicology. And it wasn't blunt force trauma. We have to wait on the toxicology. And it'll be interesting to see what this young woman's autopsy reveals, because they'll see if she drowned in there or not. And I wonder if the dog will be, hopefully the dog will be found alive. No. Someone must have seen something at 11 a.m. in a vacation area, right? You would think. What does that leave? What do you mean, Allie? What does it leave about what? What does what leave? Oh, for that couple? I don't know. We have to wait to see the toxicology. I kind of think that I think they took something and had a pact. I don't know. It's just what I think. Did you hear the judge praise Bob Durst's brilliant courtroom tactics today? No, I didn't get to see it today because I was running around and then I was swimming and then I stayed at the lake extra late and I came home and I made meatballs and we had meatballs and spaghetti. Yeah, it was just crazy. I didn't watch any TV today. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I can't believe it's September 1st. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it so much. You have no idea how much I hate it. I hate it. Oh my gosh, I absolutely hate it.
Isn't it Davita's birthday today?
It is Davita's birthday today. Happy birthday, Davita. Happy birthday, Davita. Happy birthday. Letitia is early September. I don't know. Is she? I know, Kevin. Oh, stop, LMW. I hear you. Always the weekend. I don't want it to stop. This is crazy. I don't want the winter to come. I just don't want all that. Ugh, I just hate it. It's going to rain like crazy tomorrow. Jimmy's got to go. We're supposed to pick up. Our car's supposed to be ready. Had to get the brakes done. We put all new tires on that car a few months ago. And they call us up and they go, hey, you need 2 new tires. What? Are you kidding me? And these tires are like 400 something a piece, okay? How could that be? And Jimmy's like, I don't know. So I call Bridgestones because there are these Bridgestone something run flat tires. Biggest runaround I've ever had. And now we've got it. Then I, was talking to Toyota. I said, those were 4 brand new tires. Well, 2 of them wore down to, she said, something like 4/30 seconds, which means nothing to me. And she goes, and the other ones are like brand new. So I said, well, what the freak? So she said, well, you have to go to a Bridgestone place. And I had Bridgestone on the phone. And they said, if the Bridgestone people confirm that those were brand new tires, which they were, okay, then they'll do something. But it's just another hassle. Like, I just thought, can't they confirm that on there? But since, it's just, gosh. Crazy. You're getting a donkey? Where do you live? He has to have a friend. You can't just get one. You either have to have, we had one up here. He had a steer as his friend. You have to get a horse. You have to get another one. They're not you can't have them alone. You know that, right? And they don't like dogs. So just be careful. Because they will kick a dog to death. I'm not kidding. They're nice. They're really sweet, but they don't like dogs. That's why the farmers around here get them, because they will attack coyotes. But they have to have a friend. Anyway, tomorrow is a big day, so Oh, instead of your car, you're just pulling me? Okay. Okay. They get lonely. Yeah, you have to have one more. You have to have a they have to have a friend. I see that now, Annie B. I really wanted I wanted one or two. Well, definitely two, but Jimmy didn't see it that way. You had a miniature goat? I had 8 tiny reindeer. Hi, Gail B. Yeah, they're a companion animal. They have to have somebody. In fact, the big steer, and I have lots of pictures of it, that was the companion animal for this donkey that was here. He passed away after a while, okay, after many, many years. And they had to give the donkey to another farm that had other donkeys. Yeah, you can have a passenger if you have 2, correct. Did you hear someone made a return? Yes. Yes. Yes, and I thought that video was hysterical. Cuz I didn't see the one I only saw the first one. I'm talking about where she called the other one out. Under our seats, 2 donkeys. Yeah, everybody, you get 2 donkeys, and you get 2 donkeys, and you get 2 donkeys. Everybody gets 2 donkeys. 2 chickens. Yep. Everybody gets them. But, thinking I probably should go to sleep because I've got a big day. If it rains all day tomorrow, I don't know, maybe I have to do some organizing and maybe some crafts. Just hope everything's okay. Alrighty. But thank you guys. I thank you, Tammy, for showing. I hope the squirrel is okay.
So far, he's good.
Okay, I don't want to hear any sad stories.
Okay, I hope not.
I hope not either. Just, yeah, hope not. All right.
Yeah, I'll go in the morning and get everything I need, and hopefully it will be fun.
All right. Okay. Night squirrel. Does he have a name?
No,
He doesn't have a name?
no, I didn't plan on keeping him.
Oh. And you don't call him anything, like a little buddy or anything?
No. I'm trying not to get attached.
Oh. Good night, little buddy. I love you.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. And God bless. Prayers for all that need them. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, little buddy. Bye, little buddy. Sorry. All right. See you guys.